Hey everyone, it's Marco again. Welcome to the Goblin's Guide to Patch Day and pre-patch in general. This is going to be information you need not just for the first day, so if you missed out, I'm sorry, but luckily you're here for the rest of the pre-patch hopefully, and this advice will pertain to you. Let's start off with Inscription. Herbs. If it's before pre-patch, maybe you've got a chance to buy your herbs on the auction house. It's Monday night. Prices sometimes drop a little bit on Monday afternoons. Maybe you get your one last shot at buying a bunch of herbs. After that, it will be difficult to buy herbs on the auction house. See later on in the video, though, for some tips on how to do that. You're going to want to get herbs that have a good chance, the 50% rate, to mill into rare inks. These are things like earthroot. Look up a little guide for Inscription and pay attention to which ones have a chance to give you really good inks. Fill out the rest of your herbs for the corresponding tier with any herb. It doesn't matter as long as they're groups of 5 so that you can mill them. Next up, grab as many extra herbs as you can afford to make additional glyphs throughout pre-patch. Buying them now will save you money later, guaranteed. Assume no reasonably priced herbs will exist from now on. Okay, you have to make that assumption. Get all the herbs you need onto your character and bank. Pay attention to this. Don't hope to keep the mail on patch day. It is possible, like several patches in the past, I think it happened in Mista Pandaria, where the mail just stopped working on patch day. So pay attention to this. You don't want to lose mail. You don't want to deal with any issues. Put the herbs on your character. Get the biggest bags you can afford. Fill his bags. Fill his bank. If you have to use a guild bank, do it. Get everything on one character. You do not want to be going back and forth, making mistakes, waiting long times to load into the cities. Just get everything on one character. Speaking of that, put 500 gold on that character so they can list all your auctions and comfortably buy out any really cheaply priced glyphs that are messing up the market. Now, speaking of glyphs, sell your glyphs during peak hours. 1 to 2 of each glyph at a time. Babysit them. As they sell, replace them. Avoid massive undercuts. Either buy them out or ignore them and let them be sold. Vellums. Ask in trade chat to sell your vellums in bulk. There'll be opportunity here. There are going to be enchanters who will be so thirsty to get these as soon as possible, they may pay top dollar for them. It's way better for them than hoping for tips. Next up, save some of your materials. Assume the auction house will be very dry from now on, and you'll have trouble restocking. Don't sell out completely. Unless, of course, you're making a killing, then, you might as well make your money, right? That's the whole point of this. And also, I would have a policy the first couple days. You want to make some vellums, or not vellums, maybe vellums too, but glyphs in general for your guildies. Remind them that you stockpiled and you prepared for this day. And while you do want to be nice to them, you're trying to make money here. So give some free stuff to your guildies if you want, or make them pay a little bit, but try not to do that too much. You need to pay attention here on the first day to make as much money as possible. Set your hearth to Thrallmar. You'll see in the video I'm flying through from Shatrath to Thrallmar. I'm setting my Hearthstone, I'm flying back, and I'm positioning myself at the Inscription trainer in Orgrimmar. If you set your hearth to Shatrath, you have to fly all the way to Thrallmar and then fly all the way back. You're basically saving yourself one trip to go all the way up to 350 Inscription, because you need to go out to Thrallmar to get that next level. 375, sorry. Enchanting and gear modifying. Speed to boots is needed by every leveler. You should be able to sell that if you're an enchanter. You should have the materials stockpiled. Mongoose is going to be big. Executioner might make a comeback. I think people will want this over Death Frost when leveling. It's way more expensive, however, and it requires elixirs of major strength, which require Mountain Silver Sage and Fellweed to make. So if you don't have those already stockpiled, it may be hard to get them later to make these elixirs of major strength and sell those on the auction house. Gems, all levels. I'm talking greens, blues, and purples, of course. Leg enchants. You want to have your leg enchants. Blues will sell, purples will sell. Make sure you sell the wide range of items. Some people don't have a lot of money and they're just going to buy the cheapest thing. Enchanting mats are going to skyrocket when everyone gets their Season 4 gear. That'll happen early on and throughout the pre-patch. Start using vellums ASAP as an enchanter, as I said before. But also, don't shy away from using trade chat to continue to sell your items. And finally, shield spikes. Shield spikes are something people overlook that everybody pretty much needs with a shield that's going to tank if they're going to be leveling. That's much better to have a shield spike than, say, plus stamina. Now, for a bot warrior like me, I'm going to want I think it's 10 earths to make plus block value on my shield. But I think I'm a rare breed. I think most people are going to want shield spikes. Now, PvP potions. Everybody's going to be wanting to get that Season 4 gear. So they're going to be doing Warsun Gulch. Free action potions, swiftness potions to flag runners. These are going to be key. And they're some of the most expensive herbs. Plus, I believe some of those herbs have the better milling chance. So it's just triply expensive. So many people are going to be buying them. If you can make these potions, they will sell for incredible amounts of gold. Now, speaking of selling and professions and leveling professions, Mithril Spur recipe will sell for insane amounts. All the blacksmithing guides tell you have to buy this, but you really don't. Which gets to my next point. Look for alternative ways to level due to increased prices that many guides overlook, such as thorium recipes in Tenaris that can be used to skip Mithril Spurs. Also, some guides tell you to make 30-40 items in a green category, thinking you're going to get a certain number of skill ups. Don't do that. Spend the money to make the orange item, right? That's a guaranteed skill up rather than all the other money on the other items. Pay attention. Don't blindly follow a guide. Now, food for Death Knights. Don't use auction house food to level your own cooking if you're a Death Knight. Pair it with fishing for maximum efficiency. Sell to all the other Death Knights some cooking food. Mid-level items are the best items to stockpile for profession levelers. The 30 to 50 range. These could be mithril and thorium and iron for ore. Or for herbs, you should try and look up inscription guides and find the rare inks and which herbs make those rare inks. And for cloth, rune cloth, netherweave, and a little bit of mage weave actually might be valuable. Now we're moving on to bags. Netherweave and imbued netherweave for Death Knights. Rune cloth bags for everyone else. Pay attention to the cloth market to resupply, as Death Knights will flood the auction house with cloth as they level. There's going to be a lot of them. They'll be selling their cloth on the auction house. You can sweep in and get it all. And finally, last but not least, here are the days to buy. And this may be the most important tip of the entire video that you can take with you for any other endeavor in WoW for gold making. The days that you want to resupply on are, from best to worst, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and finally, Monday afternoon. I'm Marco. Please follow my Twitch, Marco_wins, MARKCO_wins. You'll find me doing funny stuff like throwing people off cliffs, distracting them off of planks, gank bingo, raiding cities, and lots of other fun stuff. And of course, getting 2K in arenas. Who doesn't love that? All right, guys, it's been fun talking with you. I hope you enjoyed Marco's Goblin Guide to Patch Day. Good luck and have fun.